So Jesus said, upon this rock, upon this revelation, I will build my Ekklesia. The Ekklesia in the first century was a governmental term. It meant a governing council, a called out group, a governing council. Now, did the governing council dictate to the king or give him counsel or recommendations? No, they were to execute the king's will. To establish how the king's will would be established. How are we going to put this together? The king's will is this. How do we bring it about? It's not to say, well, king, we don't think that that's a good idea. You didn't do that to the king. When the king spoke, it was law. Just like in Esther, they were going to, can't think of his name right now, it just went out. But it came to counsel the king. It's right here. I can't think of his name. He's the one that got hung on the gallows that he made for Mordecai, but he ended up anyway. He told the king about the Jews and and the king made a decree: go kill the Jews. It's okay. This day you can go kill the Jews. Then Esther came to him and told him of the plan and everything, and the king was bothered. Now, he didn't want to do that, but he'd already made the decree. When the king speaks, that's the law. It's not going to change. So how could he solve this problem that he created? He made another decree. And he said the Jews could defend themselves. Understand that when a king speaks, it's law. When Jesus speaks, it's law. And we got the church given new believers, old believers, all believers, the idea that we're saved by grace. He just forgives us. Doesn't matter, come as you are. Come on in. You're forgiven. Walk in this forgiveness. They don't talk about sin. They don't talk about law. Look, I agree, we're saved by grace. Through faith. Okay. I agree with that part. But why? Now we've been empowered. We've been forgiven. It's like somebody breaks the law and goes to court. And the judge gives them mercy and leniency. And says, all right, we're just going to forgive you for this one this time. How many times have you seen that in court? And let them go. Does that mean they don't have to do the law anymore? They don't have to abide by the law anymore? Because they received mercy. They received grace. So they don't have to do the law anymore. Au contraire, they are still subject to the law. They've been forgiven. They've been empowered to walk in freedom to fulfill the king's decrees. Talking to the international church, the international Ekklesia. You're not like all these other churches. You want to walk in the decrees of the King. You want to establish his kingdom. See, he came, and that's what the zealots believed. He came to establish his kingdom. He did. He did come to establish his kingdom. He did come to give us life because we were walking in death. Since the fall in the garden, man walked in death. They walked in the curse. They were freed. If they believed, they were freed. And there was laws that had to be abided by, the ceremonial laws to keep everything in process and in good standing until Jesus came. Now, we don't have all those laws. We don't have to go kill goats and bulls and make sacrifices like that. He was our sacrifice. He came to set us free so that he could establish his kingdom through his governing council. Your citizenship, when you're born again, your citizenship is from heaven. You are here on earth. You are bringing the kingdom of heaven. And God's plan is for us to establish his kingdom.